1 second. Did I do it? I did. I got worried then because I clicked go live and it's like, you must authorize stream elements or something. I'm like, okay, but did you go live? There we go. Not sure when it went live, but it went live. Alright, let's leave that tab open. What were we doing on here? So we've got this steam room's running. This one will hopefully run soon. Aiden getting first the second time. Welcome, welcome. This one will hopefully run soon, but it's currently erupting. And we were going to put some liquids in there to create the vacuum. We technically don't need that. This is not a new game. Oh, was the alert new game? Whoops. Never mind. This planet, I don't know if we're going to get to these in time. Because we had a bug where it moved all of the critters from this whole area just up here into space, which is a weird bug. Alert was new game. Ah, alright. Come on then. I'll try and change that before next stream. This planet, I want to start having all of this being pumped into an infinite liquid storage. That planet's fine. This planet's fine. I'm thinking about coming here at some point and just mining all of this out. There was some stress on here. This person's really stressed. Is it because of their skills? They do have a lot of skills. We do that at priority 9. It also might have something to do with this room here. So, hey, welcome in for 70 streams. I think I want to do a mini gas pump with a sensor, gas element sensor there, and if that's carbon dioxide. Then we'll turn this on. And just vent it into space. And that should hopefully be powered. That might help this room not overpressurize. I lurk, appreciate the lurk. Is there still uranium in here? Uranium ore. Okay, so we've got some in these areas, but the rest of it has been processed. Do we enable this room? Yeah, let's enable that room. This one is still running, isn't it? Yeah. And then we're going to hopefully... Ooh. Quite a bit of carbon dioxide in there. Do we switch this floor out? Like we did in the other places? Because then we're going to have the carbon dioxide go down a bit. This should be set to carbon. Okay, that should be fine. And then let's go back over to here. Yeah, apparently there's some water in there. I want that to be super coolant. That's still draining it. This might cause an issue with when we empty it. Pressure out here. So that should be able to pressurize fine. I'm gonna need a heavy watt wire. Going straight through there. Oops. Then we'll just hook that into there. And then after this, I think I want to have this area here have some something around it to protect the oxygen. Yeah, they're really struggling for power. Oh, that's probably because we're still running these. We're up to 14% charged on this. So we're just waiting. I'm going to try and keep switching. Of 30. When it returns, I think it goes through the other steam room. So maybe just 50. Also, if we put this to a priority 9, does that mean they will make the things for that? I'm trying to think how we get them to tune these two steam engines. Or steam turbines, sorry. Ooh, perfect. That one started strong. And we still have some water in the tank that we can use, because I want 2 more steam rooms. Maybe a third. Because we need 1 in here. And then I want to tame this one as well. And then potentially have something around the batteries to protect it from the heat. A bit while I get myself around. No worries, K2. Good morning. Welcome in for 386 streams. Right, that's overheating. What's the temperature in here? 450. That's overpressurized, so I'm going to deconstruct that. Replace that with a plastic one. goes... This might be quite difficult to vent this out because of the heat. I think it's going to use up a lot of steel while we vent this out. Right. Stress is way down on here, which is nice. This room's slowly venting out, which is also nice. Right, this just needs to vacuum. Plumbing. Oh, they might not be able to reach that piece. It's holiday here, so I'll let myself sleep in a bit. Ah, hope you enjoy the holiday. What is the cooling method of these steam turbines? Turbine too hot. Okay, so the turbines are heating up. So... if we did that... I need that one there to put water into this room. Welcome in the YouTubes. The stuff in here is getting too hot now. It's almost vacuumed. I'll let them build this, and then we'll build the cooling loop. That's going to erupt, and that's going to get very hot. Oh, I never changed the game. I still set the game as State of Decay. Hey, I appreciate the £2 super chat on the YouTubes. Very, very appreciated. Oops. There we go. That should be fixed now. Let me pause this. Probably not on the YouTubes, no. Right. Calling loop. 1 second, I'm getting a phone call. Woohoo! So you know, never mind. Right, let me figure this one out. So we're gonna need some water in here. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. I have unmuted, haven't I? Yes. That was cool. What, the screen changing? I pressed the wrong one. There we go. Okay, so if this vents out, which it should, it's about to be a vacuum. We can put some water in here. Yes. Nerd. Hey, there. I made those. Very cool. One second. Apologies. Aha! Vacuum. Perfect. So if I follow this line here back. Okay, let's set this to water. I'm gonna put a little bit extra in this one. Just because this room... Oh, wait. Pause. Should immediately turn to steam. It did. Right. Please repair that. We have steam. JT Gaming, welcome in. 456 streams. How you doing, JT? Right. I'm gonna set this, because that can reach everything. That can reach everything, so I'm just gonna put all. Okay, next step is cooling down the turbines. So I will get rid of that, and that. This one needs to be slightly faster. So, plumbing. Cool there. We'll loop background. To there. And then there. And then we can actually just use this line to get it back. So, plumbing, insulated, straight over, down, that, from here. Whoops. that. That goes back up there. Peggy, recommending for 376 streams. How you doing, Peggy? That should allow us to do a cooling loop with these turbines here. And then as long as we can keep the turbines cooled, it should stop the base from overheating. Do this at a priority 5 so they don't do it first. That can link into there. Oh, that one might actually need to go quite quickly. Construction-wise, I'm putting that to a 9. Because if this can't turn on, this steam's going to get too hot. How's everyone doing? How was everybody's weekends? Shifty? How you doing? Welcome on in. Long time no see. Oh, it's been a while, hasn't it? Let me check how long it's been. Since the start of January. One of your last messages was about J-Raw. Been a long time since I've watched Bob. It's been a while. To be fair, when J-Raw stopped streaming, I don't think there's been too many people that watched him who came back here. Was J-Raw the last one of the Ollie Oaks crew? Because I feel like I haven't seen anyone from that group or that community since J-Raw stopped. I think he was the last one keeping that community going. Right, that's now connected, so if I connect that to there... Do that to max until it loops once. Forgot about Olio. Did they ever return from their break? No. I think they said they were going to go to... They stopped because they were going to move to Australia. And then they did a stream like a year later and said they hadn't moved. And then they did the odd stream after that with updates. And then I never saw them after that. Is this enough supercoolant? Right, this should cool all of these turbines, meaning they can run like infinitely. Dog tried to She's eating and drinking, that's good. Right, this might actually cool the iron down a bit as well. Yeah, it looks like it is actually cooling it down a bit. Which will save how long it takes to go through this room. do we want to do... I was thinking how we put these into rooms. So that they can get tuned. Oh, we can't put that there. Oh, yeah, because of the power. Right. Yeah. Trying to keep up with chat while multitasking on here. I will also need one here as well. So now if we put doors around... like that. That should then create rooms for them, for the turbines to be tuned. Sweet. Right, let's go back to this one, because they had a stress problem. Is it gone? Am I looking? Yeah.
Sus!
No, they're stuck. No, they're not. Yeah, what did everyone get up to at the weekend? Are we still sending diamond back? We've got 89 tons of diamond. This room looks very nice. We've still got 35 tons of fossil and 24 tons of lime. Ooh, we're running out of iron. The only problem with that, though, is the Iron Planet is the one currently going under renovations. Renovations? Yeah, something like that. We could switch that back to a loader and just put all the iron inside. Did some cleaning, learned how to play Magic the Gathering, still don't know how to play, and played games. Is that the card game? Magic? That tickled. Are these gonna count? Minimum size 12 tiles. So that will. That won't. Oh, that sounds fun. Right, so this should prevent the actual areas from heating up too much. You know what? I want to deconstruct both of those. And then, because the shipping goes through this gap. Oh, wait, no. Yes. Do that, and then shipping. You put a bridge over that. I don't know if the bridges work like that, but it seems to work like that. Maiko, welcome in for 64 streams. How you doing? A whole stack of streams. Okay. So there's people talking outside, so pause for a moment. These aren't getting tuned, so I don't think the rooms are big enough. How you doing, JT? That should hopefully have sorted all of that. I'm wondering if the heat would actually go up now. I'm going to put some airflow tiles in. Or I'll just deconstruct it. Only 99,000 more points to go. Oh, is that for... Do you have 1,000 points? Yeah? Nice. So I'm dead quiet. I've got an email. I keep thinking about it. Alright, this room's finally going. So that means we've got all three running, like, perfectly. This might actually cool things down. One of these. No, it's not a bad one. I would let you know shortly. Some of this looks quite low quantities. Most of it's fine. It's just very warm. Are they having a sofa sale? I'm just making a mental to-do list. Do we use this one down here as well? I kind of want to. How much iron is on this planet? 119 tons of it. I'm thinking about using the one down there as well. Because, you know, like in for penny, in for pound kind of thing. How'd I do that though? So I'd need the power cable. Wait, one sec, let me just forward this. Second. Stone. What's that with? Also, I don't know why this one keeps turning back to... Nothing's being cooled, is it? Why does this one go back to liquid and these ones don't? Right, let's test the water. So let's try and get over there. Right, that'll do. That'll do. Starvation. You're right, Peggy. Okay, so they're going to start moving the steel out of here into a cooler room. Also, we're not using lime anywhere else, right? So we shouldn't really need to send the lime back. Oh, oops. See, I've just corrected someone who's misspelt an email and sent them back the correct spelling with the wrong number. You know... Right, I'm back. Okay, did they ever finish this? They did. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Right, let's deconstruct both of those. Thank you, JT. Sent him an unhappy email. Okay, I don't know if I want to unpack this yet. So what if we mop it and then build around it? Sleep for me, no worries. I hope you sleep well, JT. Please sweep that. I think we can mine that without it opening. Get rid of that. And then we're going to need this with... No, that needs to be up by one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to get on top of this as well. Okay, if they can build that, that would be good, I think. No, 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 don't dig that. Don't dig that. Right, this should be everything we need to turn this into the processing thing. The base for so long. Oh, does he not know about all the stuff you've been building? Probably not. I wonder how many people who used to play this, play the SMP. Ooh. Are we running low on calories? We might be. With our Arvel stuff and a baby, that's fair. Oh, I met the baby the other day at the weekend. Yeah, Katie. That's what I was just thinking. I think they've been around what, like 6 weeks now. But I wanted to just give them some space. For like, you know. But no, the other day I finally met them. You know, their sound. Me very confused for a moment. So great. It was very cool. Very surreal. Zero. Oh no, I held the baby. They said the baby was surprisingly chill because it normally fusses when other people hold them. But nah, I was sound. I think it's because I'm very like chill and relaxed myself. So apparently babies can sense emotions. So I was very relaxed. They just laid there. They had not a single problem with it. Really sense that kind of stuff. Oh, then it was fine. Yeah, I was chilling. Maybe they want to pull your beard off. Maybe my brother, because obviously he's with the child a lot. But nah, I was sound. You aren't stressed about keeping them alive so they're chill with you? Exactly. Let's try and empty this room. Likes to hold and pull hair. Sounds painful. That's one of those things though where it's like, I don't know, it depends how strong they are. But I think just based on evolution, babies have quite a strong grip. Alright, let's get some power lines down here. They have that instinctive grip. Grip on your finger. Yeah. Plus, didn't they used to have to hold on so they didn't fall out of a tree. pretty prepared, I think, for having a strong grip. What, how did so much... wait, has it been erupting? Under the ice? What? How did it manage that? It was erupting under the ice. Right, let's get this down here. Then we'll also... bring a bit of that down. Babies are weak compared to other baby animals that can immediately walk, and human babies have to lay there for a while. Yeah. Because can't baby giraffes, as soon as they kind of hit the floor, they just get up and go? It might be to do with the intelligence of an animal as well, though, right? Because, like, giraffes, they don't need to pass down as much, I don't think. I think it's much more... like, here's a tree, we eat trees. Here's water, we drink water. That's a lion run, kind of thing. But, like, apes and monkeys teach their young a lot more, I think. It's like, here's a stick. You know, this is how we get honey. All that kind of stuff. I don't know, I might be making that up, but that might be a thing. Right, let's get this out and some water in there. Oh, we're also gonna need some water down here. Yeah, they never tuned these. Maybe we should, we could build more onto it just to make the rooms bigger, and then they would tune them. I guess people aren't going to be here all the time, so... I guess we wait. Okay, let's check this one, because this one was also doing some stuff. So on this one, we're still moving all of the liquid into here. Like, we have a lot of water in there now. I was thinking about this planet, because this whole area here can be vented. This works inside of a vacuum. This works inside of a vacuum. None of this does. This works inside of a vacuum. Because I'm thinking, do we just vent this planet? I'm considering it. Same with this one. Because all of this would work inside of a vacuum. All of this down here. The only thing that wouldn't, so far, work inside of a vacuum is, I think, the batteries. I think that's the only thing that can overheat. Everything else is kind of like in a cooling loop. Oh, other than these melt. But these aren't here forever. So if we surround the batteries with something, we could just enclose it, maybe? So for example, plumbing, this bit here could... Do we do that now? I don't know. We'll figure that one out. I'll do that later, because we're still working on this. Uh-oh. That just melted. Okay, well, it looks like we need to vent this room. They could hurry up, that'd be nice as well. You can tune a piano, but can't. Rubber. I was hoping to vent this before it erupted. Because otherwise this liquid lock here is going to be ruined. Ah, it's doing it. That's bad. There is some polluted water in here, which might prevent it. It's already heated that bit up. What? Do you know what? Deconstruct that at priority 9. Boom. Liquid lock. I need them to vent this so these guys can turn this room into a liquid lock. Ooh, they're going. Okay, well, instead, mop that at priority 9. I'm going to change all this to a 5 because I want them to mop this room. Nope. I want this to be a cold planet again. Because this one erupts with... Where is it? It doesn't say because I haven't analyzed it. We can't do that on that one. Yeah, if they could mop this, they would be done with that room. Please just fire that. We're up to 20% on that. We're getting there with that one. They mop it? They haven't mopped it yet. What if I do it as a yellow? Here we go. That's about to erupt and it might make steam. This might still work. If I could just get rid of the polluted water from in there. Let me check the gases. Okay, then we literally just need to get rid of this polluted oxygen and we're done with this room. What's happening to our power? I'm gonna go deconstruct that. Also, go deconstruct that. Ah! Is that a vacuum? That is a vacuum. Okay, deconstruct, deconstruct, ventilation, deconstruct. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Right, this needs to be quick. W? Yes, it's a vacuum. This needs to be quick, though. In fact, if we can mop that and get that out of there, then we can't actually conduct heat with that. Where are they? Oh no, has their suits broken? Their suits broke. I don't think I have a way to repair them. Because I need the reed fiber. There is a lot of oxygen out there. I don't know if they would survive. I'm gonna have to watch closely. Do we have anyone that can send them exosuits? Oh, it would take so long to get there. IP suits, I know. I need to be careful because these guys. I know it's a naturally cold planet, but there's a chance they get caught up in the wrong thing. If they can sweep that. I just need them to speed run setting this up. I'm gonna do these as priority yellow, just those two. Because if this starts putting the liquid out, boop. If this starts putting the liquid out, they wouldn't be able to go there. Oh, it overflowed inside. Okay, everyone, I don't want you to die. So everyone's going back into the spaceship. Where did you just go? What do you need plastic for? Oh, that. So you know what? If they could build that, that might help. Okay, what we'll do in the meantime then... Wait, what temperature is it here? Very cold here. I think we just leave that for now and just see what happens. Okay, this will have to go home. Straw, welcome in. Solitary, how you doing? Appreciate that lurk. Long time no see. It's good to see you. So... let's put one of these down. Like that. Okay. Does this have a storage thing on it? No, only the water one. Because what I want to do is I want to load all of this iron into the spaceship before we go home. I don't know if we need storage on here to do that. You're injured. Is it hot in here? It is hot in here. They're injured. You still have the state of decay tag? Oh, whoops. I had the game tag of state of decay up. Okay, you move into here. Okay, they made it. Do you know what? For a second, I thought they were gonna die while out there. Where'd you go? Go back inside. Is that not disabled? How are they getting outside? Oh, it needs to be enabled. Okay, we're putting a door down. They're not allowed outside. Okay, well, we can't. We're gonna do that then. They're not allowed to leave anymore. They're gonna put themselves. Okay. So only the healthy one. so you can go there. Yes, okay, right. Disable building. Just a clip of the dupe trying to leave for some reason. You know what? All of those can be cancelled. With triage cops. Oh, inside? That's a good idea. The suit's broke. Is the triager too wide? Right, where did they just go? There. Go back inside while I figure out your next job. I need to build some sort of storage on this. Which means I need to delete something. Let's delete the water storage. How you doing? Welcome in, by the way. Right, and then build. Okay, perfect. Right, it now works. So you move back in there. You're not allowed out. There we go. Right, so this has some food. It has oxalite. So we just wait here while it loads up iron. Oh, whoops. I usually relocate the stack of iron inside the ship. Relocate it where? This is such a dangerous planet. They're constantly getting injured on here. Inside the living space. Oh, wait. Like this? I'm currently dropping it all here. So that we can store as much as possible. Because I think... Yeah, we have a lot. There's a lot of iron there. And these are now tamed. We were going to tame this, but the suits... Dupes move more than... per move? Oh, damn. Oh, I get what you mean. Like, relocate like that. Okay, let's see how they do. Because I don't want them to die. Oh, they just walked off. Where are you going? Building the steam turbine. You know what? I'm going to let you do that. are you doing? You're actually doing a decent job. They haven't overheated themselves. Oh, and they decided to sleep right there. Ooh, this might be the perfect time. Okay, there's some small amounts there, but these are milligrams, aren't they? Yeah. I'm gonna switch both of these to above. I know we let one through, but that's fine. It's gonna join quite a large stack. There we go. Alright, finally cleared that out. Where's my pal? What are you doing? They're actually doing pretty decent. Okay. If you can wall this off... In fact, wait a minute before you do that. Because that makes steam. See, I want to sweep everything in here that isn't... Like, the salt, does that turn into anything if it's overheated? Just molten salt? So it won't turn into a block of salt? Stop going into hot places. What's so hot about there? Is it the iron you're touching or something? Can they go in here with steam? I don't think so. I might tell him just to build that, and then we just hope this salt never turns into anything else. Like, block it off. Because if they could build that, this whole thing's done. Other than this line here, but they don't need to do that, and this won't need cooling for a while. Please don't overheat. What a legend. Okay, well you don't need to do any of this currently. So if you can just go sweep that other area. Do some relocating. You're storing steel. You're cleaning the toilet. Okay, I think it's time they just stay in there. Oh, they're almost fully healed. Because all we gotta do really is wait. They've got enough everything else, so we'll just leave them there for a while. They're gonna collect the iron. Oh, TSZ. I had a bug happen last stream where all of the critters from inside of the map moved up to this tiny area here. And everything just relocated for some reason. I don't know if you've seen that before. normal? Is that a normal bug? This planet I want to put into an infinite storage. I was tempted to put it inside of an infinite storage inside of a spaceship. Their navigation changes often. Oh, right. Because they all teleported. They weren't outside of the map. Wow, they're making 2,500 rad bolts a cycle. I think these two alone will make more than the whole radiation thing over here. Yeah, no, we're just stockpiling diamond. We officially hit 100 tons of diamond. At this point, you can remove every other rad bolt generator. Yeah, probably. We hit 100 tons of diamond. We're down to 15 tons of fossil and 25 tons of lime. We're slowly getting it down. And then this needs iron, which is why we're going to bring some more. Ooh, the steam's cooling down. What's cooling it? Maybe these don't make enough heat by themselves. Turbines. It'll be alright. How much iron you got in here? They've got 11 tons of iron in here. They're running out of power. That's not even facing the right way. They can quickly deconstruct that. And then go back inside. Oh, I never put the moving stuff in here, but that's fine. We'll come back and do that at some point. I think it's because everything's dormant. That's what you need to control them. I didn't think they worked under 125 temperature-wise. Right, so we definitely have enough diamond now. So let's lock that off. Turn this off. This whole system here can slowly turn off. Power-wise, we can disable all of that now. We've got this all disabled. The only problem is we don't have the power to run the equipment without this running. This powers the base. So we need to think of an alternative power source. Max gas pressure. Oh, the water removed itself from here again. I wonder how long that's been off. Right. Why is there a power issue? Other than the fact... Wait, no, it is... What is using our power right now? We have power here. Wait, is the power not connected anymore? Okay, move that up. There we go. I was trying to figure out what was wrong. We did get rid of the water though, didn't we? That powered our toilets. I mean, I'm gonna try something here. We're gonna put a bottle emptier. Pipes inside of the rocket on a prevailing plan. I was gonna grab some water from outside. That is quite a while, yeah. I'll try and put some more in. Tons. Yeah, if we didn't have that iron planet, I don't know what we'd be doing right now. Wow, that's a lot of crude oil. This is for a future petroleum boiler. But I don't even think we need it because we don't really use petroleum. Right. We are slightly running lower on water, but we have quite a bit in there. So we want this connected up with that to run through here. Yeah, I'm going to rewire this slightly. So instead of it going into there, we'll do that. Get rid of that. There we go. How cold is this, though? -9. I'm I'm gonna do 35. I'm gonna assume this is gonna cool it quickly. Right. You can now go in and out. I'm gonna put that on a yellow. And hope that they just immediately go outside, grab a bottle of water, and then come back inside. They did. I'm gonna wait for that to empty before I let them go back outside. How long does this take to empty? Oh, it can't because it's full. Aha! And they're now healed as well. 23 tons of iron. Inside of the infinite storage. Why don't you put... Oh, this inside of there? I built this a long time ago. When did I build this? Where's age? Age. 1,000, like 1,500 cycles ago, before I was like using these at all. I don't think I'd used them even before that. But that would have been smart if I thought about that back in the day. What's on there? Sedimentary rock. Right, we've almost processed all of the fossils. And I think 26 tons. Okay, we're gonna bring these guys back, and we can have this filling up while they're not there anyway. Yeah, let's bring this one home. Away they go. Audio is slightly broken on this planet again. It's not lagging, it's just the audio. So this is actually just going to work through all of the iron that's here. That it makes. So that just, all that does is leave the iron in there, which is fine. It's fine, because I want to bring them back, because this is 20% done. So we'll bring them back at some point. Does that have a power line in it? It does. Yeah, and I'm hoping that this starts cooling the base down. The cold bit, because these are no longer uncapped. Like, they're covered. Whereas before they weren't. Perfect. So that's going to return, and then we can refill everything and send them straight back. Is this now working? No, I forgot to empty that. You're still transporting hot iron, so I doubt cooling will happen. It shouldn't reach... Wait. Let me show you. Because I might be misunderstanding something. So the actual shipping is... Oh, except for here. Because we switched that out. So ignore this bit here. But the rest of it is inside of insulated tiles. It jumps over the gaps. And it's insulated the whole way up. So that's to prevent the heat going into the... Same here, it's jumping over the gaps. I forgot about this bit here, so ignore that. But... I forgot about that when I turned it into airflow tiles. That's a whoops. Okay. This one I'm leaving. This one's fine. That one I want to deal with eventually. Okay, so let's go to this one. Okay, so this is now working again, which is nice. I might rework this planet a bit at some point as well. This one I wanted to rework. In fact, let's stop sending that one water. We have so much crude oil. Look how much crude oil we have right here. We're still spending a lot of time processing it. Because I think... Are we still using these? Yeah, we're still using those. Have its own cooler? Oh, wait. Let me find an example of that. Like this. So it never leaves hot. I'm gonna change that to 30. Something to... Could be a lot smaller. That's true. See, these guys get quite injured. I think it might be going from there to there. While this goes there. I'm not entirely sure how they're also injured, but it's fine. They don't do much on this planet. I don't even think we need 4 on here anymore. This can't be helping. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this water except just leave it there. Because the water that on this tile deletes itself randomly every now and then. What else do we need a lot of power for? Like, production-wise? Because we use the power on this planet that we have. Because we have a lot of power, but not much else. We used it to make 100 tons of diamonds. What else is there we could use it for? I was thinking about making the advanced plastic, but we don't even need that. The stuff this is made from. Plastium. Yeah, it doesn't even have that high of a melting point. And we have quite a bit of it on the main planet, I think. Plastium. Yeah, almost 5 tons of it. So I'm not even sure. Like, what are we supposed to make now? Obviously, I still want to beat the game, which is what a lot of people consider that going through the solar tear. So we have to get this back up and running. So once the iron gets home, we'll unload it and then reload some more Atmo suits, and then we can leave again. All of this steam's cooling. Well, not all of it. There's some still up here that's a bit warmer. Right. Automation. Where to put this? Here? I don't need that. I'll do one for those, one for that, and then one over here for those two. Surprised these aren't putting more heat in there. We are getting the fossil, the amount of fossils down though. Right, send green signal if it's above 150. It's easier. Managing heat is easier than keeping that hot. I would agree. It does sound a lot easier now that I've tried to do it. There's more production stuff that can go in there. This could go in there. The plastic production, but we don't... Wait, how much plastic do we have? We don't have any plastic? Is it all in here? There's 5 tons of plastic in there. That's all of our plastic. We're out of data bank. I also forgot to do that. Forgot we were going to do that. Do we have data bank? We have some. Right, you go there. Change crew. I just want... I'm only going to send 2. Someone take that out. Make some more data banks. Oop. Where's some petroleum? So we could take petroleum from here. And make like a small quantity of plastic. Inside of here. No presses. I want these connected to their own automation because I will manually use these. I don't want them ever running by themselves. I'll always manually use those. I also want to pick up the plastic. They both reach there. The plastic going through the cooling room might not work because plastic likes to hold on to its heat. Right, let's put these onto 7s. I'll move these to an 8. Right, let me view the interior of this one. How does this work? Oh. Oh, that's 1,000. Do I have enough for this? No. What are you made out of? Copper. I may have made a mistake. So what's... Oh, it's that. Literally, that was the one overpowering it. I didn't even know that was 1,000. I would have built this differently. What's inside of that? Oh, it's also made out of nothing we can use. How are you gonna work? This is cool. I wonder why it's not at 100%. At 98. Is it radiation? Is it based on radiation or just being in space? Because I could remove 2 of these beds and move it left by 1. I don't know, but all it's done is made 1 data bank. Production rate decreases at higher temperatures, so it's the temperature. It's only making... What? It only makes one data bank. That's way worse. Then having the 4 dupes doing it at once. Okay, these guys can just land. That's not as good as I thought it was going to be. I guess it's nice if you can fill a spaceship with them. But I don't have that kind of power. I don't know how to get that kind of power on the spaceship. Wait, does it still run on the ground? Wait, can I... Does it have to be in space? Because this room here is cooled. It's a vacuum. What happened to my oxygen? Oh. My water froze. Okay. Let's put some supercoolant in there. If we could put some supercoolant in there and then some oxygen. We can actually have some very cold. And then maybe mass produce data banks in this room. No gas output? What? What do you output? Carbon dioxide. Okay, let's do that then. I'm now thinking we might be able to mass produce them in here. Take a sip, definitely. That could be quite cool, that room. I wasn't aware that was an option. Uh-oh. This is cooling down the steam in this area. Once we get the iron back, this will all turn back to steam. These get hotter faster. It's fine. The steam up here is getting hotter. Once the iron's back, these will start running. In fact, don't pick up anything currently. Just let it sit in here hot. The steam is staying hot enough. No, it isn't. Up here it is. Is the world covered in diamonds? Not yet, not yet. Oh, these started working. Wait, I have no idea where they got the iron from. Oh, it was deconstructing the buildings over there. Gave us enough iron to loop this enough. Okay, that actually... Oh, that destroyed itself. Okay, that went well. But we do have 100 tons of diamond now. Woohoo! Oh, building melted. Ladder. Alright, view interior. You are now grounded. That's disabled. A default. I want you to move inside of the base. And you to move inside of the base as well. Alright, they made it. And then, how much iron we got here? Iron. Sweep. Priority 9. 25 tons. Sweep. Priority 9. The rest of it, I want to stay here. They should fill up the rest. Also, they can deliver some suits. They're going to start sweeping that into the base. Steam isn't the only one. You're right, Peggy. Take a sip. I don't know if I did that or not. Right, there's still quite a bit of water down here. I don't know what's passively cooling this room. Because the steam cooled down a ton. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting we're building over here. That I want to be super cooling. Right, so this room here, I don't know where I would find the mass, is it stations? Yeah, data miner. So we'll do 3 of them like that. I think they'll require plastic. Do a loader and a receiver there. Like that. And that, we actually have enough now. We'll probably bring it down here and pick up plastic out of that. Temporarily, have it going from here just to make sure it works. And then the data banks can leave. Hop over. You can just drop there, I guess. Temporarily? Yeah, we both know what that means. Right, that's done that. Also, I want some oxygen in here so it actually cools them. Well, that needs power. There we go. Right, so we're going to put some oxygen in there, and then it will get cooled to, like, negative numbers. Because these work better at lower temperatures. Oh, look, production rate. Wait, it can go over 100%? What's the highest that can go? What's the highest that can go? Ow. All other than plastic. Put one on the hydrogen loop. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So that room is on the cooling loop. That just cools turbines down. And this. Which is super coolant. How low can super coolant get? Negative. Okay, we're changing this loop here to negative 250. Negative 250. That's about to get cold. All it does is cool the turbines. It might take a while to get that cold, though. it's going to take quite a while to get that cold. That note, don't bother sweeping that. This will be plastic. And that manual use. Hey, the whole thing turned back to steam. Nice. -7. Okay. That's pretty cool, though. I have no idea how cold or how quick it can get, but we're cooling it down to like -250. We'll just take a bit of time. Alright, how's the iron doing? Oh, we finished. And there's suits there. Okay, we've got 2 brand new suits with 100% durability. Have they refilled the food? Yeah. And the oxygen? Yeah. Okay, this is ready to go back. This can literally go back already. Go get some more iron. Swap a few storage tiles for suits. Oh, that's a good idea. You there. At my suit. 8 kilograms. Some reed fiber with them. Reed fiber might be a good idea. We actually started running low on that, so I started farming it on here. Oh, we're back up to almost 700 units. At my suit. Make me another 25 of them. We shouldn't need to worry about that for a very, very long time. One suit is 200 kilograms. Oh, is it? Oh, this works slightly differently to how I thought it did. That's alright. Might as well take 2 of us then. I didn't know they were 200 kilograms each. That's good to know. Wait, it's quite warm in here. It didn't matter until recently. Was that a recent update thing? I wonder if the aluminium trick will still work. Because we were keeping aluminium over here, weren't we? In here. You just have to sweep it after. Forgot about that. How long we got? 30 minutes. I need to tend to 1K suits. Right. It's not a mass. Right, got it. I didn't think I thought having a really low number was the only way to get them to only put a few in there. Sweep that. Mm. Right. All that's going to get put back in the cold room. If it works, it should at least. Do I have any more of that, actually? No. And then it goes back through here. Yeah, and it's already cold enough to reuse. Aluminium gold rock. Oh, I did. I didn't bring any aluminium back here. I forgot about that. You know what? Let's do the same thing again. And then we're done with cooling this down. Yeah, we have a planet with that. Was it this one? Yeah. How much aluminium do we have on here? 66 tons of it. I may have forgot about that. Why is that not as cold? Was it negative 77? That one's cold. They are a slow builder. It doesn't have too much heat capacity. Obviously, all of this around it has heat capacity. So it doesn't have to just cool the air. We should bring some more aluminium over here. Ooh, where did the rest of it go? Some of it got dropped on the way. Yeah, that's the only issue. They drop it. Aluminium? Wait, what? Is there some in there? Of course they would do that, yeah. There's not any other ones of them, is there? Anything set to sweep all? I don't see any. Okay, so it seems to all be in there. Alright, so we should be able to do it one last time to really cool down the inside. And then this should be the last one. And we can send it back. I don't know why it's so satisfying to cool things down. But it definitely is. It might be because the color blue looks quite cool. We are obviously fighting the heat capacity of everything in it. There's still some very hot stuff in here. I need to choose a different material. One that I've got more of. Because we only went with aluminium because we had like the perfect, not so much of it. Like, what could we use instead? Is diamond good for that? What if we kept all our diamond in the cold room? It would take a while to move it all, I'll be honest. Hey, Fred, welcome in. How you doing? Do you have 11 tons of that? How you doing, Fred? Happy Monday. Welcome in for 346 streams. Is that a good metal, though? High thermal conductivity. Yeah, so that would be good for it. Yeah. That's cool. Let's do some of that. And then we'll search for it. That's 11.8 tons of it. Is that all of it? That's literally all of it. That's perfect. So we're just going to move that from there to there. Or we move that from there down here. Yeah, let's switch that. Because then we can leave these for aluminium. Aluminium. And yep. How's everyone doing today? Doing good, thanks for it. Hope you're doing well too. Congratulations on the house again. How's the steam room doing? Still steamy. Nice. How cold is this room? -50. So these would run at 200%. I want to get it even lower. And this would be aluminium. And then NiO. And that's going to go through here and hopefully cool down. And then once it's all in here and the correct temperature, we can start using that for the cooling of spaceships and stuff. Oh yeah, that works great. $216%. And this is slowly cooling down. It has to do a full loop before it goes down each temperature-wise. Well, once that gets down to like negative 250, obviously all of this is going to get cooled as well. I don't think they have a lower end temperature. What are they doing in here? Why did they take all of that out of there? I don't know if that steam's getting too hot. It's ran non-stop and the steam turbine might not keep up. Okay, it is slowly heating up, so let me turn that off for a minute. Just to get that all the way down. Keeping it at a temperature isn't bad. Getting it there might be a bit difficult with one steam turbine. Yeah, let's let that cool down a minute. Oh, look at that. 10 tons of it sat at negative 80. Right, I'm going to leave that to cool down a little bit longer. Let's view interior of... Is it... Yeah, it's this one we're trying to get quite cold. To combat the amount of heat we keep putting into it. So now if we use this... Like that. We should very much cool the spaceship. Probably too much. Probably not. Because it's this stuff that's struggling to cool down. How hot's the base? Right, get ready for this. It should get quite cold. Very firmly thermal reactive as well. So I'm assuming it's all going to go quite blue and then it's going to rebalance. Like everything's going to be the same temperature. Went quite well. Let me deconstruct Background buildings, priority 9. So we've got the whole thing down to like 20 now. It was 40, so we've halved it. So maybe, I don't know, I want to do a couple more times. I find this fun. And let me go like that. So I can click it, sweep, priority 9, click it, sweep, priority 9, sweep, priority 9, sweep, priority 9. There we go. So they'll sweep all of that. Sweep that. Do I want to do what I'm thinking? That should call it. Isn't this fun? There's still a lot of mass in here that's holding a hotter temperature than what we want. I didn't even think about that. The sides hold temperature. That's how people melt it and then build a rocket this size. Which I haven't ever done, and I don't think I will. Okay, we're almost done. I mean, it's kind of working. Right. We shall see what happens with that one tomorrow. Right, I don't want to end late, so I'm going to start looking for someone to go now. And I don't want to take long looking. Okay. It's been 3 hours already. Dang, it definitely has. Right, we're gonna go over the Fabled Days. I don't really have anyone. I have Fabled. We're gonna go over there. I'm catch it a bit, TSZ. I'm gonna raid and run, so if you can let them know that. I need to leave the house. But I should catch you all tomorrow around 12 GMT for another stream. BST still. You too, Katie. No worries, Peggy. If anyone needs anything between now and next stream, put me a DM on Discord. DMs are always open. No worries, Fret. Other than that, I'll catch you. Oh, I need to press enter. There we go. Other than that, oh, make sure to use the raid message. I'm always bad at this in a rush. Make sure to use the raid message, and I'll catch you all tomorrow around 12 BST. Okay. I'm raiding and running. Okay. In a bit. Bye.